Hey guys, it's Kara from KaysBays.com. Today I'm doing my first ever Shop My Stash, and I will be holding my products here in one of the empty Muji drawers. I actually went through everything, cleaned some stuff out, so I actually have an empty Muji drawer where I can keep my Shop My Stash stuff. And so far I know for sure that I'm going to be testing out the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. Okay, so here's what the foundation looks like. I have the shade number 95 Coconut, and I do believe this shade is a little too dark for me. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mix it with the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation, and this is number 90 Warm Honey. I actually didn't purchase this foundation. This one came from Influencer, but I did buy the Maybelline Dream Velvet, so we're gonna mix these two as a combination. I don't wear foundation every day, so I will be finishing out the Makeup Forever Pro Finish foundation that I have, and I'm in the shade 175. I showed you guys this, and this is what I would use pretty much on a daily basis, but if you saw my favorites video, you saw that this was all crumbled up into pieces. I have very little bit left of this, so I want to try to go ahead and finish that out. And when I do actually finish that powder out, I'll be going back to my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and that is in the shade Dark. So I'll be using this to either set my concealer and all over my face, or basically setting my foundation, depending on if it's a day that I actually wear foundation. I also purchased the Maybelline Dream Blender, and when I do the demo, I'll be showing you guys my first impressions on this, because I can't really see me actually using this all the time, but for the video's sake, I will definitely use that at the same time, so you guys can look out for that. So you guys saw this drawer in my eyeshadow palettes collection. If you didn't see that, I'll link that down below. I showed you guys the Tartelette 1 palette, and then I got the Tartelette in Bloom palette. And over the weekend, I did a look with this palette that I absolutely love. So I'm going to keep rocking with this palette for the week. Or this is going to be a Shop My Stash actually for the next 2 weeks, because I'm not going to do these videos weekly. But this is the Tartelette in Bloom. I'm just going to show you guys a preview of this palette. It is freaking gorgeous. I think I actually like this palette better than the first one, only because it has like a good amount of mattes, but also it has those dashes of shimmer shades, so you can get a nice well-rounded look. Because even though I do love matte eyeshadows, sometimes I don't want just the all matte shadow, so this palette is perfect just to get a perfect combination of a nice shade. So you guys can expect a get ready with me video or something like that using this palette. Now, as far as highlighters, I told you guys in my last video that I have been using the hell out of the Peach Nectar from Anastasia, but I'm going to give that one a rest this time around. I did pick this palette up direct from their website, and we're going to open that up. I'll show you guys. It has the Mary Luminizer, which is the bomb ass highlight, Cindy Luminizer, and the Betty Luminizer, which is a nice bronzer for me. So I'm going to actually use this palette over the next 2 weeks. But when it comes to highlighters, I do wear highlighter every day, so I am going to put 2 different kind of highlighters in here. So the other highlighter that I'm taking out is called Magnetic Appeal from MAC Cosmetics. It was a limited edition, but I recently seen a couple of videos from Maria Antoinette here on YouTube, and she used this and just reminded me how gorgeous this gold highlighter is. So I will be incorporating this into my looks as well. And for blush, we are going to be using our Maybelline Fit Me Deep Wine Blush, and this is a pretty shade for the winter. I'm going to be using this blush in addition to this Maybelline powder blush. This is one of their Rose Collection blushes, and this is in number 10, Awakening Rose. Pretty soft, subtle, mauvey kind of blush. This is what that blush looks like. Nice and pretty, mauvey, very wearable. I can definitely see wearing that to work. And let me just swatch the Maybelline one for you here. That right there is Maybelline Deep Wine. Okay guys, you guys know the majority of the contents in my Muji drawers are mainly lip products, but I went through the rest of my drawers and picked out a couple of other things. So to the basket, I want to add the Super Shock Cheek from ColourPop in the shade Cheerio, and it looks like that. I like to use these blushes as a base to make your blush last longer. And look at that little swatch that I did. That's what the shade looks like, and that's what it's like on my arm. It gives such a nice sheen. It gives such a really nice sheen to the skin. So I think that's perfect to use in my makeup basket for the week. Well, for the next 2 weeks. Additionally, I went through my mascaras, cleaned out a lot of the old mascaras, but the most recent 3 that I have been using are these 3, and I'm going to continue to use these just to try to get rid of them. I know this one is on its way out because I have been using this since December, so February will be the last month that I can actually use that. And this deluxe sample did go a long way. This is the NARS Audacious mascara, and I've been using this a lot, so that's what that looks like. It's actually almost dried out, but hopefully you guys can see the wand to that. I really do like these bristles. It gets right through your lashes. It doesn't necessarily curl your lashes. It does a good job of separating your lashes. I like to use that in conjunction with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and that's what the packaging looks like. It is another deluxe mini sample from the Sephora favorites. So this is something that I've actually had in full size. I really do like this mascara. I have a previous blog post where I talked about a lot of the mascaras that I like. I'll leave Mascara Madness link down below, but that's what this one looks like. It's more of a fuller one, and it's good for adding volume to your lashes. Now this third mascara that I'm going to talk about is called the Show Off from a company called Beauty Addicts. I actually received this in my press bag when I went to the makeup show last year, and this mascara is absolutely bomb. I like to use this on top of any mascara, and it just adds so much life to it. It gives, look at that curve. At first there was a learning curve with me using this mascara, but after a couple of times using it, I knew exactly what to do to make it not make such a mess around my lashes. And this mascara is everything. It's very deep, makes your lashes really noticeable, and it's just the perfect topper for any mascara. So you can actually use this by itself as well, but you know me, I always do like mascara cocktails. Also in my makeup basket of the week, I've been using, I just opened this last week, so I said I'd just continue to use this, and this is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is what I've been doing my liner with. It's a deep black, and this one is the matte edition, so it does dry down to a matte. I do have the vinyl version as well, but I wanted to start off with the matte. The vinyl I actually received in my press bag for the makeup show as well, and that's what that packaging looks like. But I went ahead and picked up the matte version from Ulta, and I went ahead and opened that up last week. So this is what I'll be continuing to do my eyeliner with. Also, speaking of eyeliner, this is the Milani Liquid Eyes Liquid Like Eyeliner Pencil, and this is in the shade, I think it's, yeah, just 05 Brown. I'll be using this eyeliner. It's actually not sharpened right now, but I'll sharpen it before I put this away so that it's sharpened for the week. But I'll just be using this in my waterline just to bring a little bit of color to my waterline, but not adding too much like depth. I don't want nothing too black and smoky or anything like that. For most days, for work days, I prefer this brown liner, so I'll be using that as well. And the last product that I shot my stash for is the CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony Bronze Bronzer, and that's what that looks like right there. I've been going back and forth with bronzers. There's actually a bronzer in that palette that I showed you guys earlier from the Balm. So I'll be going back and forth from the bronzers in there as well. But I'll just be using this to add warmth around the perimeter of my face after using, you know, foundation or powder or whatever, just to add some warmth in my face because I always conceal. Alright guys, so over here is where I keep like my everyday stuff. So this is my little foundation area. This is my skincare area. I have eyebrow products, primers, things like that. But the things that I'm going to be keeping in my rotation is basically this section right here. So I'll run through these with you real quick. I have 2 lip balms that I'll be using. I'm trying to finish out the Rosebud Salve lip balm here, as well as the Chop Saver lip balm that we have right here. For brows, for the next 2 weeks I might mix it up, but for now I'm just going to use the NYX micro brow pencil, and this one is in the shade Espresso. I have a full demo featuring this brow pencil along with the brow gel that NYX came out with, so I'll link that down below so you guys can see it. The correctors you guys recently seen featured in my favorites videos. I love the LA Girl Pro Conceal correctors. This is the yellow corrector, this one is the orange corrector. Of course I'm going to continue to use that along with the concealers that I was raving about, which is the Bright Serum Future Gel Serum Foundation, Gel Serum Concealers from Sephora. I'm going to continue to keep those in my rotation because it's just a beautiful, natural, everyday highlight, contour, cover-up kind of thing going on. So I'm going to keep that in my rotation. So yeah, guys, basically that's it there. This will be the products that I will be using for the next 2 weeks. If you guys like Shop Your Stash videos, definitely thumbs up this video so I know I can continue to keep this thing going. Within the next 2 weeks, of course, you will be getting a Get Ready With Me video featuring a lot of these products. Like I said, I'll be doing the Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation review. I'm trying to be on a no buy until IMAX, but if not 100% no buy, definitely a low buy. So fingers crossed. If I do pick up anything, of course, you guys will be the first to know. If not here, then definitely follow me all across my social media. I'm getting into Snapchat, and of course I love my Instagram. Both of those social media accounts are at K's_ways. Definitely check me out, follow me. I usually follow back, and that's pretty much it, guys. So again, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.